stop whatever you are doing right now. Because if you receive Social Security, there is something happening in April 2026 that could put extra money in your pocket or cost you money if you ignore it. We are talking about the possibility of 2 Social Security checks landing this April and a brand new conversation happening in Washington right now about a $2,000 tariff rebate check for everyday Americans. If no one has told you about this yet, that is exactly why you need to stay with me for the next few minutes. This could directly affect your monthly income. Hello, and welcome back. If you are new here, this channel is dedicated to making sure that seniors and retirees never miss a single dollar they are owed. We cut through the noise, we skip the confusing government language, and we give you the plain truth. So please, if this kind of information helps you, hit that subscribe button right now, because we post updates just like this one regularly. Now let me be very honest with you from the start. There is a lot of confusion swirling around right now on social media, in Facebook groups, in comment sections about whether Social Security recipients are getting 2 checks in April and about these so-called tariff rebate checks worth $2,000. People are excited, people are nervous, and some people are outright confused. So today we are going to go through all of it, carefully, clearly, and honestly. We are going to separate what is confirmed from what is still being discussed. And we are going to make sure you know exactly what steps you should be taking right now so that you do not miss a single thing. Let's start with the big question everyone is asking. Are Social Security recipients really getting 2 checks in April 2026? Here is the answer, and pay close attention to this, because the truth is a little more nuanced than what you may have seen in a headline. The Social Security Administration follows a very specific payment schedule. Your payment date depends on your birthday. If your birthday falls on the 1st through the 10th of the month, you are paid on the 2nd Wednesday. If your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, you are paid on the 3rd Wednesday. And if your birthday falls on the 21st through the 31st, your check comes on the 4th Wednesday of the month. Now here's where it gets interesting. Because of how the April 2026 calendar falls, there is a specific group of recipients who will see what appears to be 2 deposits hitting their bank account within the same month, or very close together. This happens when the last payment of March and the first payment of April land within days of each other, or when a payment date shifts slightly due to a weekend or holiday. Additionally, Supplemental Security Income, SSI, has its own separate schedule. SSI is always paid on the 1st of the month, but when the 1st falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, that payment gets bumped forward to the last business day of the previous month. That means some SSI recipients could see their April payment deposited in late March, and then their May payment arrives on time in May, making it look and feel like 2 payments arrived around the same window. So to be clear, you are not necessarily getting a bonus check or extra money. What is happening is a scheduling overlap that makes it appear like 2 payments are arriving close together. But for the people this affects, it is still incredibly important to understand, because it changes how you budget and plan your monthly expenses. Now here's the part most people miss. If you receive both Social Security retirement benefits and Supplemental Security Income, meaning you get both types of payments, you could absolutely see 2 separate deposits hitting your account in very close succession. That is real. That is confirmed. And if you are not watching your account carefully, you might not even realize which payment is which. Now let's talk about the second major topic that has everyone buzzing, the $2,000 tariff rebate check. Here is the honest truth as of right now. The idea of a tariff rebate or a so-called dividend check being sent to American households is a real conversation happening in Washington. It is not made up. It is not a rumor. It is a legitimate policy proposal that has been discussed in connection with the current tariff situation in the United States. The basic idea is this: when the United States government collects tariffs, meaning taxes on imported goods, that money goes into the federal treasury. Some lawmakers and policy advocates have proposed that a portion of those tariff revenues should be sent directly back to American citizens in the form of a rebate check. Think of it a little bit like how some states have sent surplus budget checks back to residents in recent years. Now, the figures being discussed have ranged, but the number $2,000 has circulated widely as a talking point, particularly for lower and middle-income households. And seniors on fixed incomes would likely be among the primary target groups if such a program were approved. This is where it gets serious, though. As of the time of this recording, this rebate has not been officially signed into law. No checks have been authorized. No date has been set. What exists right now is a proposal, a discussion, and growing public pressure for it to move forward given the economic impact that rising prices from tariffs are having on everyday Americans, especially those on fixed incomes like Social Security. That said, this is moving fast. Things are changing week to week in Washington. And that is exactly why you need to stay informed and stay subscribed to channels like this one, because the moment this becomes official, you will want to know immediately how to claim it, who qualifies, and what you need to do. Let me take a moment to talk about who this information applies to, because not everyone is in the same situation, and I want to make sure you feel seen. If you are a retired worker receiving Social Security retirement benefits, both of these topics affect you directly. The payment scheduling overlap in April is something you should be aware of for budgeting purposes. And the tariff rebate conversation, if it becomes law, would very likely include you as a recipient. If you receive Social Security Disability Insurance, commonly known as SSDI, the same payment schedule rules apply to you as they do to retirement recipients. Your payment date is based on your birthday, and the same calendar dynamics we discussed are relevant to your situation. If you receive Supplemental Security Income or SSI, please pay especially close attention. You are the group most directly affected by the scheduling shift we talked about. Because SSI is tied to the first of the month, any shift in that date due to a weekend or holiday creates the two-payment appearance that has people so excited and confused online. If you are a spouse receiving spousal benefits or a widow or widower receiving survivor benefits, this applies to you too. Your payment schedule works the same way, and your income situation is precisely the kind that lawmakers often have in mind when designing relief programs like the proposed tariff rebate. And if you are a public sector worker, a teacher, a firefighter, a government employee, who was previously affected by provisions like the windfall elimination provision or the government pension offset, please stay tuned. There have been recent legislative changes affecting those rules, and any new relief program coming out of Washington would need to be examined carefully for how it interacts with your specific benefit structure. Let me bring this to life with two real scenarios, because sometimes numbers on a screen do not hit home until you see a real person's story. Meet Dorothy. Dorothy is 71 years old, lives alone in Ohio, and receives both a small Social Security retirement check of about $940 each month and an SSI payment of about $450. Dorothy lives on a tight budget. She has her rent, her medications, and her groceries, and most months she ends her month with just a small cushion left over. Now, because of the April 2026 calendar, Dorothy's SSI payment, which is technically for April, gets deposited on the last business day of March. Then her regular Social Security check arrives in the second week of April. To Dorothy, looking at her bank account, it looks like two deposits came in very close together. She calls her daughter in a panic thinking there's been an error, but there is no error. Both payments are correct. What Dorothy needs to do is understand that her April SSI has already arrived early, and plan accordingly, so she does not accidentally spend both thinking she got a bonus. Now meet Robert. Robert is 67, a retired postal worker from Georgia, receiving about $1,500 a month in Social Security retirement benefits. He has been hearing about the $2,000 tariff rebate on Facebook and has already told his wife they should plan a trip to see the grandkids with that money. Robert is hopeful, and his hope is understandable. But Robert also needs to know that as of right now, that check is not confirmed, not scheduled, and not in the mail. If he spends money anticipating something that has not been approved yet, he could find himself in a difficult spot. The lesson from Dorothy and Robert is simple. Stay informed, stay grounded, and take action based on what is confirmed, not what is rumored. Now I want to spend a moment on something that I consider absolutely critical, and I need you to listen carefully. There are people out there right now, scammers, fraudsters, bad actors, who are using the excitement around these topics to steal from seniors. When something like a $2,000 government check starts trending online, scammers move fast. They create fake websites. They send fake text messages and emails. They call seniors on the phone pretending to be from the Social Security Administration or from a government rebate office. They ask for your Social Security number, your bank account information, your Medicare number, and once they have it, your money, your identity, and your peace of mind are gone. Let me be very direct with you. The real Social Security Administration will never call you and ask for your Social Security number. They already have it. They will never ask you to pay a fee to receive your benefits. They will never ask you to verify your bank account over the phone to receive a rebate check. If anyone contacts you claiming they need your information to process your $2,000 tariff check, hang up immediately. That is a scam. Full stop. The only way you will ever receive official information about a new government benefit is through official channels, SSA Gov, the official IRS website, or official mail with a government return address. And even then, be careful. Scammers send fake letters too. When in doubt, call the Social Security Administration directly at their official number, which is 1-800-772-1213. If you ignore this warning and fall for a scam, you could lose far more than $2,000. I am telling you this not to scare you, but because I care about protecting you. Alright, let's make sure you leave this video knowing exactly what to do. Here's your clear action plan right now. Step 1. Check your Social Security payment schedule immediately. Go to ssa.gov or call the Social Security Administration to confirm your exact payment dates for April. Know when your money is coming so you are not confused or caught off guard. Step 2. If you receive both SSI and Social Security, check your bank account around the last business day of March. If you see a deposit arrive early, that is your April SSI payment arriving ahead of schedule. Do not spend it twice, budget accordingly. Step 3. Do not make any major financial decisions based on the tariff rebate check yet. It has not been signed into law. Monitor reputable news sources and come back to this channel, where we will update you the moment anything is confirmed and official. Step 4. Protect your personal information. Do not give your Social Security number, bank information, or Medicare number to anyone who contacts you first. By phone, text, email, or even social media. You initiate contact, you call the official numbers, never the other way around. Step 5. Share this video. I mean it. Right now there is someone in your family, a parent, a sibling, a neighbor, who needs this information and does not have it. The $2,000 rebate rumor is spreading everywhere, and people are making financial decisions based on unconfirmed information. You sharing this video could genuinely protect someone you love from making a costly mistake or from being scammed. Let me close with something important. You have worked your entire life. You paid into Social Security for decades. You earned every single dollar of those benefits, and you deserve to have someone in your corner who will tell you the truth. Not just what sounds exciting, not just what gets clicks, but the real, honest, up-to-date information you need to protect your financial well-being. That is what this channel is here for. That is why I do this. April 2026 is bringing some real changes and some real conversations in Washington that could genuinely affect your monthly income. The payment scheduling situation is real and confirmed. The tariff rebate is real as a proposal, but not yet law. And the scammers trying to take advantage of all the excitement, they are absolutely real, and they are already active. So stay sharp, stay informed, and stay here with us. If this video gave you value, if it clarified something you were confused about, or if it warned you about something you hadn't considered, please give it a thumbs up right now. That small action tells me to keep making content like this, and it helps other seniors find this video when they need it most. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do it right now. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because things are moving fast in Washington, and you deserve to be the first to know. Finally, share this with someone. Your friend, your spouse, your adult child, anyone who receives Social Security or who has been hearing about these rebate checks and does not have the full picture yet. One share from you could protect someone from a scam, prevent a budgeting mistake, or simply give them the peace of mind of knowing exactly what is coming their way. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here more than you know. I will see you in the very next video. And until then, take care of yourself, protect your money, and remember, you earned this, and you deserve every penny.